So right now it's being recorded. So this meeting is the meeting for the release notes. So this is about the task that the R&D team, as well as the Televerse team, the system team have done in January of 2024. So I'd like to let Efik to begin to share as the many changes that we've done for the SDN admin panel.
Okay, hello. Good afternoon. I'm Afiq. So, okay, I will explain on the changes on SDN and panel first. Okay, so currently in the SDN portal, we have a new page called My Profile. This page is like a dedicated page to access the current user profile. So previously we had to go to the user management and find our own profile to do the edit or change the password. But currently we have simplified the process to a new page for My Profile. So the functionality is basically just the same like in the user management page, just that this only will showing the current user's profile. So in here we also have like the edit modal, the change password, as well as the API details. And then for the right side, we have show the company details, the role details, the time zone, and also the last login date. Okay, so for the next improvement, also in the pop pricing page, we also added a new filter, the country filter. Okay, so previously it will show the pricing based on the cities. So now we can filter the pricing based on the country, and then also it is also now sorted in alphabetical order for easier navigation. Okay, so do you have any questions?
Okay, so the My Profile page, the reason why we created that is because although before you can edit your own profile in the user management page, but this makes it easier. So you just need to go to the My Profile, and then you'll see only your account. So you don't need to hunt for your own account in a sea of other accounts.
Jonathan, will it be better if you can demonstrate the new features all over the portal instead of just provide the screen display to us?
That makes sense. Benefit, can you show the page?
My profile page.
So you see the My Profile. If you click on the top right of the screen, like under the name, then you can see the My Profile is the first in the menu, and then go to this page. So this page is basically the same as if you use the user management page and then search for China. So Benefit, can you go to the user management? Yeah, user administration. So if you were to search admin, so the admin here, and then type China. So this is you also see in the user management, you can access the page as well. But My Profile makes it easier so that you can just click one click and you'll be able to go directly to your account. As well as allows those users who don't have a user administration right to be able to access this page.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay, go ahead, I think.
I've done on my part.
Okay, you'll see that there are also a lot of bug fixes that has been done this month. Then yeah, who want to present on the API server part?
I'll be present.
Okay, go ahead.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Eric. So I'm going to share with you the tasks I involved for the last month. So for the first one will be the API server. We update the address saved into the MEF geography address. This is basically one of the table in DB. So due to attributes for formatted address line, one of the column in this table is a non-null, and the facility address that enable the user to optional the address details to key in empty values. So when they save and created a new node with the facility they have created with empty address, it will cause an error because formatted address line cannot be empty. So by overcome this issue, I have make it the default address as the combination of city and country, because these two inputs are the required inputs, so it won't trigger any errors. So whenever the user created node by using the facility without address details. So this is what they will display in SDN facility, where they have the city and country, because the address details are optional inputs. Then the next one will be in the SDN admin panel. We have added a new inputs for the device form, where is a Juniper switch port mode. This port mode only appear when user choose a control profile of Juniper VPLS. These are new features that purposely made for this control profile, and user can choose for port or interface options whenever they want, but the default value will be port. Sorry, the default value will be interface. Yep. So that's covered from my part. Yeah. Any
Okay.
questions?
I'll explain further on why we need this switch port mode just in the next part, which is the controller.
Okay, if not, nothing much, then I'll pass to the next person.
Okay, thank you. So let me share my screen. Okay, so about the update for the controller this month. So the first of all, we are now allowing Cumulus H3C device and Huawei in EVPN to interoperate. So before we were able to interoperate between H3C and Huawei, so there's no problem with using EVPN for that. However, with PBS, we found that the Cumulus and the Huawei device does not interoperate. So when create the DCI, it doesn't work because the root cause is the route distinguisher and the route target of the EVPN does not match. So with Huawei, we were manually assigning the route distinguisher, which is based on the VNI. But with Cumulus automatically sets route distinguisher. And because it's automatically set, so the number is different. Basically, you can think of RD as a number. And if the number doesn't match, then the DCI doesn't work. So what we've done here is with Cumulus, we also can do the manual setting. So if we manually set the RD prefix on the switch. So let me just go to the device management. So with device management, you will see that there's a switch, and on the switch, there is a field called RD prefixes. So this is the route distinguisher prefix. So this is 65513 : and then the rest of the RD will be the VNI, the VXLAN number. And if this setting is set for Cumulus, then it will use this as the prefix. If we don't set it, then it will automatically generate the prefix by itself. So as long as both switches are using the same prefixes, then the EVPN will be able to connect. So now we tested that. So with PBS, we proved that the Cumulus and the Huawei is able to connect to each other. Is there any question on that before I move to the next topic?
Good job.
Okay. So furthermore, so now that we have those manual assignment of the RD, so we now add this information to the VXLAN configuration model. So I'll just give you the example that I have right here. So this is when you click on the on this button. So when you click on this button, it will run the VXLAN configuration, but it takes a while. So rather than wait, I'll just give you an example. So this example here is for Cumulus. So when we have a Cumulus, we had this information before, but the red box shows the new information, which is the route target. So you can see this is the route target. As you can see, this like the 65514 colon and then the VNI number. So which is what I just showed on the device management page. In addition, we also showed that information for, we also showed that information for H3C and for Huawei as well. Yes, that one was 1.3. There's another one that's 1.4. So you'll be able to see, for this case, this is the H3C. And then for this case, the top part is Huawei. So if it's different devices, you'll be able to see the information related to the VXLAN. Okay. And then for HGC, so there are a few updates to the controller that we made for HGC. First of all, we had to update the script because Matthew had provided the latest script. So one of the updates is to remove, always remove unit 0 family INET to fix the script. We also support a 25G port when getting the traffic data. So this is a parsing issue because normally we had 10G and 1G port, but not 25G. But HGC, H3C at 25G ports. And then there's the issue that Eric had described. So we added the switch port mode to the Juniper device because we need to support HGC's Juniper VPLS devices. So some of the switch port mode are interface, but some of them are port. The only difference here really is the command. So one is called like interface mode, one is called port mode. And the field that we added just helps to distinguish between the two. So now both types are supported. Okay. And then yeah, during the CyberNet POC, so we're doing a POC with CyberNet, and there are some issues that came up when we did the Huawei device testing, and we have fixed those issues as well. So the CyberNet POC is almost done. The only thing remaining is really the rates limit testing. Okay, and so that is all for the controller. Any questions?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Then, Zhejun, I guess you can share your screen.
Okay. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so pricing calculator web, the whole month has been doing pricing calculator web. It has been rewritten from scratch, refactored. So yeah, just show the results. First of all, the home page now loads 1 second faster. Yeah, the improvement is much more significant if you're on slower internet or something. So yeah, that's the results. And the home page we deployed on last Friday. Web pricing is now, it now looks like this. As you can see, it loads literally instantly. And yep, the homepage will be redesigned. We have redesigned the results, how we show the results. And then a few more better user experience improvements, such as when you select a source and destination, for example, and you search. That's how we show the results. And then first thing you might have noticed is the title of the pages change. So if I change this to OneNet, you can see this changes to OneNet and so on and so on. Okay, this improves the user experience in a way such that if you open up your browser history, you can see that they are recorded properly. Yeah, previously, no matter how you change the source or destination, they are all recorded as a price calculator. So you are not able to tell if you are doing, for example, Equinix to Equinix Shanghai 1 to Equinix SG1, or this OneNet to Equinix SH1. So yeah, the user can just click this, and yeah, they'll be brought to this query page, and we'll do the query for them. That also means you can now bookmark this link, and the name of that bookmark will be correctly recorded as the source destination to data destination to the source data center to the destination data center. Okay, just an enhancement to user experience. Okay, then next thing is search history. So we now record the search history properly. Okay, previously the search history, we given a search history entry, we only know that if that is from a registered user or an anonymous user, and we don't link that search history back to the user account. So I just did two search just now. So if I go to this search history page under my account, I'll be able to see the search history that I just did. So this is 5:19 p.m. Yeah, just 1 minute ago. And if you want, you can delete or do the query again. Okay. So that's the search history part. Is search history, nothing special. Now we record them properly, so in the future it's much more easier to do analytics. We can see which users are the most active this month or next this week, something like that.
Yeah.
And the last feature, this is actually not a new feature, but this feature has never worked correctly before. We also have something like this, but it allows you to save, but the price tracking alert never worked. I have never ever received an email from it. So right now you are able to track the price. This basically just means save this to as my favorite. So track price, and this will appear under your track route price. Right now you don't see the price history because I'm still doing that. But this eventually will look like something like the Google Flights. If you have used the Google Flight before, the UI is very similar. So there will be a price history down here, and you'll be able to see the price of this route. It looks like the daily petrol. It actually is doing what the daily petrol is doing. So you'll be able to see the price history of this route.
So-
starting from the day you subscribe.
So you will provide the chart like this.
Yeah, true. So in the next month release note, you see there will be a price history drop down, and you will be able to see the chart. And also, when the price changes, you will receive the email next day. We don't send the email immediately because I'm not sure if there's a way to track price real time. So our daily petrol runs daily, and if we detect changes in the price, we'll send you an email. Actually send to all the subscribed users. If there are 100 users subscribed to this route, we'll send out 100 emails to notify them.
Oh,
Okay, so and when this is finished, then that will be the everything to all new features to be added to the price screen calculator web. Okay,
yeah.
then
It's a very interesting features. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We already. I think we worked with Jonathan from last year, and we already put it into our landing page, so people can just directly type source destination, and then the result will be redirect to this web pricing automatically. And the last one that we need to be working with is the neckwear with Jonathan, where people are getting like free result for 2 times, and then the last 3 attempt will need data from them, exactly their email and company details and so on.
Mm.
the neckwear is already implemented, but I don't think it's 2 times. I think you get one free try from our company website. I need to go to. You get one free try from our company website,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then the next search we will need you to sign up.
And some of our engineers have very good suggestions last week in a company discussion that we can still open the web pricing to the public, but we hide some significant value. Like in round number 1, you got 1,300 something. Then we can have in the first. I'm not sure if it can achieve it or not. We can put we can show the number in the first 2 try, but in the third and so forth, we will hide the number of 317. So then ask them to register in order to see all those significant number. This is one of the suggestions that made by engineer. Jonathan and yourself can review it.
I wonder about that suggestion though, because it sounds like it's something that if the user just use the developer tool, then they would be able to see the whole number.
Okay. Okay, so Jun, go ahead.
So yeah, like they get one free search, and from if they are redirected, then when they want to search again, this is a neckwear, they will need to sign in or create a new account. So that's the current design. That's what is written in the requirement. If you would like to change it, feel free to let us know. And yeah, and then that's it. Any question? Any question about the search history, the price tracking? Or
I do have one question. So for those price tracking, is there like a threshold? Like, let's say the price only changed by like 1%. Is it gonna send out the email?
that's a I haven't thought about that actually. So if maybe let's discuss this. If you only send out the email when the price changes more than $1, although it's unlikely to see a $1 change. Although or we send out all price changes even though it's $1 more
I think
expensive.
No, I
cheaper.
think I do see a lot of like relatively small changes, especially looking at the daily petrol that affected. I recall there are sometimes there's a lot of small changes. So anyway, that's something that we can discuss. If anyone has any feedback, like what kind of a minimum change value do you think is significant? Can let us know. And Ness, if you want to have like, say you want the network to like be logged in, maybe allow the user to do it 2 or 3 times, then let us know. Because from our perspective, we already completed that request.
Yeah, I mean one free time and then the next is asking for our their details should be okay.
Okay.
Instead
Okay.
of
Yeah.
like just sign in first.
Yeah. Right now we let them use it once if it's directly from the website. So if they come in directly from the website, then they can use it once. But if they click the search button inside the web pricing, then they will have to log in.
Yeah. And the last thing, I think we only need like more data analysis, the one that I sent it to you previous week,
Right,
because
you mentioned that.
yeah, that one. I will compile an Excel form on that and then send it to you.
Yeah, that'll be good. Once you provide Excel, then we can see. We will just have to add maybe a new admin page with those basically the stuff from the user report that we send to you weekly.
Thank you, John.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zhezhen.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And now I'd like to let Jason and Eric to talk about and also Priti to talk about the updates for the BSS, which is a new portal we're working on for the invoicing and settlement. So this one is still in progress. So I'd like to share what's our progress so far.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Hi,
Hi all, Priti here. Yeah, I can share my screen. Let me know once you are once my screen is visible.
Okay. Yep, I can see it.
Okay. So yeah, under the BSS wholesale portal. So first one is the page creation progress. As of now, we are working on the UI page creation. So the technologies that we are used for the page creation is React. This for building the interactive UI components. Next one is the Tailwind. This is for doing the styling and design consistency. Then Figma. It's for collaborating the design. So yeah. So moving to the UI pages. So these are the few UI pages that we completed till now. So first one is the dashboard. So inside the dashboard, we'll have a purchase history graph, and also like it's for track each service status at specific point in time. Next one is the invoice page. Here it lists all the invoices, so the user can able to view or generate or edit the invoices there. So next one is the customer payment. That also showing all the details of the payments that we received from the customers. Next, statements. It includes all the statement history. And if the user want to view all the monthly statements, then also we can that's also an option to see the monthly statement also. And if they want to download the statement, then also we have the option. Then the contract paid pricing, it's kind of a separate page. It shows the percentage of the total amount for different contract types. I will show you a demo for that. Yeah. So yeah, the UI is not completed. We have a few minor changes pending. We were working on that. So this is the progress until now. So this is how the dashboard will be look like. BSS dashboard will be look like. This is the dashboard. Like we have the purchase history first. Then we have 3 divisions called invoices, customer payment, and statements. So under the purchase history, we have the We can filter the date, like from the started and ended, we can filter out the data. And here we can highlight the each services, like on each point of time, like the date and price. And if we want to cross out any services, we can do it like this. It will highlight each services here. Yeah, that's all the history graph. Then moving on to the invoices. This is how the invoices table will look like. So it will show the total invoice amount due, I mean the total due amount, and this is the due date. And here in this invoice table, it will show all the invoice details, kind of the invoice number, invoice amount, date, the status, etc. And here also we can use some filter data, like we can filter it by using the year or months. And here we have the paginations also. Then this is the two actions that can do by the user. This is the PDF generator. Once we click on the PDF, it will preview the invoice. It will preview the invoice, and if the user wants to download from there, the user can download it. And this is for adding new invoice to the invoice table. So once we click on, we have a pop-up for adding the invoice payment. Yeah, and that's on the invoice. Then moving to the customer payment. So customer payment is for adding all the details of the payments that received from the customer. So here also we can filter it out by using the start date and end date. Here it will includes the transaction details like the transaction reference, the total amount that we receive, the total amount that we applied to invoice. If we have any balance amount need to apply like that. And here is the option for editing the invoice. If you want to do any editing or any update on the reference or something, we can do it by like this. And here we have the option for add the new payment. This is not done. That's why, like here by using this, we can add new payment details. Yeah, and that's it. Then moving to the statements. Statement table is for showing up all the transactions done. So these are the some calculated values like the total invoice amount, the total paid amount, the balance like this. And yeah, this are all the monthly statements. Here it's showing the total balance and the description. If the user wants to know the entered statements or the full monthly statements, he can click on, he can use the description, and it will pop up the monthly statement like this. August like this. So under the statement table, it will display all the unpaid invoice and all the transactions done on that current month. And yeah, this is how our dashboard will be look like. And we have one more page called the contract period pricing. This was showing up the total percentage, the amount of percentage of the total amount. Here we can display all the services available for the white labelers. And here we are listing out all the white labelers. And if the contract is for 1 day, the amount will be 20% like that. And yeah, and here we will show a warning for kind of information warning for the user. And yeah, like for 1 month, it's always 100%. So there's no warning for that. The rest we have added the warning for that. And if you want to update the data, you can just edit and can save. So this is kind of a separate page. And that's it for the UI page creation. Let me know any questions from this.
So let me add on. So this UI is planned to be a replacement for the invoice page UI that we have in our current portal.
Yes.
So that means that this, what you see here is going to be like an iframe inside of the current portal.
Yeah. From the SDN admin, we can use iframe to view this BSS dashboard.
Yeah, it's designed to automate the entire invoicing process. So, did you demonstrate the the new design and the UI to the finance team?
Yeah, before they designed this, Jenny had already talked with all the finance team
I know.
to come up with the requirement, and this design is the result of it.
I know, but you already get something done, so you can demonstrate to them and get their first feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
So demonstrate to Sandy and the entire finance team, then they get their consent and comment to move forward. Good job. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. So the next part is the API integration between the wholesale and BSS progress. I mean, the API integration wholesale and BSS, like we are using the API for integrating the data between BSS and wholesale. So it's yeah, in the
Just
progress state.
one moment.
Yeah.
So by wholesale, you mean the UI that you just demonstrated,
Yes, yes, yes.
and BSS is the
The
back end
Yeah.
of that UI. Okay, continue.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the API integration is ongoing, and yeah, previously mentioned, like we are using the gRPC technology for integrating the API, and like it's for achieving the efficient communication between these two servers. And Buff is one of the tool that we use for managing the API files. So inside the wholesale portal, we are using the Buff to generate the code in TypeScript from the API from the APIs. And similarly in BSS, I mean the backend, we're using Buff to generate the same to Java. So it will make the consistency in both the servers. Yeah. Then yeah, that's it for the wholesale. Then moving to the backend, like in BSS. Now the design. So as of now, we are designing the code standard for the JPA, and also the service implementation is also ongoing. And yeah, then next one is a Minio. This is an object storage that we are using for generating the invoice. So yeah, it's also in the progress stage. Yeah, that's it for the BSS side.
There is a little bit more for BSS, but I haven't written anything there, and it'll be confusing if I go through it. But in general, we've finalized all of our continuous integration and pre-commit hooks and things like this that are keeping the code clean. Just mentioning it now.
Thank you.
Good. Jonathan, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Jason or Eric, is there anything you'd like to add to that? If not, then
So for my part, I was working on the JPA as what Pretty said. So we were doing the standards, the code standards for that whole process flow from the gRPC to the DB sites. Yeah, that's all for my part.
okay. All right. Good. So I guess moving on, Paul with the Televerse side.